Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your fearless girls leader, Dr. T. How are you? Grace and peace. Good evening. It's a great Friday. It is also a great opportunity for us to spend a few minutes together. So tag somebody, tell somebody, share it on your timeline. Let everybody know they need to tune in. I'm so elated that you took time out of your schedule to hang with me for just a few minutes for the Fearless Fridays Nugget. It's always great to be on with you all. And I definitely want to shout out to those who may be watching the replay. Thank you so much for watching. And just because you're watching the replay does not mean that you cannot share it. So thank you so much for sharing. And thank you so much for talking to me, talking back to me, letting me hear from you all. I see you all with your good evenings and hey, families and your waves. And always good to be on with you. So I hope you told somebody. I hope you tagged somebody. I hope you shared it on your timeline. Let everybody know that they need to tune in. So it's been a different season for us. So last week we kicked off what we are calling our harvest season. Yes, somebody put harvest season in the timeline. We kicked our harvest season off with October, and it's just so good to be considering the idea of being in a great place for harvest. And so thank you all so much for that. Thank you for being in a position where you can receive your harvest if you are ready for your harvest season to actually show up. Give me a number 3 in the timeline. How about a number 3 in the timeline for those who are actually ready for their harvest season to show up? And I am a firm believer that it is showing up, and I am totally in agreement with you that you are going to experience an amazing harvest season. I see you with your threes. I see your threes coming up. This is good. So we kicked off last week with our harvest season. And before I even kind of go into that, one of the things that I want to talk about is the most amazing time that we had while we were in Niagara Falls. And so I tried to talk about it a little last week, but we had a couple of challenges that happened last week. And so we didn't really get to kind of toss it up. So you're going to get some great information today from me, your fearless girls leader. So don't tune us out. Stay on for the whole time so that you can get the updates and the announcements. But like I said, when I tell you we had the most amazing time in Niagara Falls, it was absolutely epic. It was. And I mean, just seeing the falls was something that was just so incredibly amazing. It was breathtaking. It's awe-inspiring. There's just so many words that we could use just to describe how incredible it was. But one of the things that is so important about our time in Niagara is that the Lord met us there. When I tell you all that the Lord met us there, the Lord truly met us there. So this is us on, I like that. This is us on the boat, actually on the falls itself, where you can see, I believe, I'm not sure, but I think that is the horseshoe part of the falls. Yeah, it was just one of the most amazing things you could ever experience. And yes, I totally and absolutely agree. Denisha, words and pictures just have never done it justice. I have seen these pictures. I have seen people talk about it, but the idea of actually being there and seeing it, yes, perfectly said, Angel, it was beyond amazing. My God, today. But yes, like I said, the Lord met us there. So you're just seeing different comments from people. Lavette said it was, yes, that day one prayer come through. It was just Yeah, it was absolutely incredible. And so I don't want you to miss what we've got going on, because I will tell you this: the Lord never ceases to amaze, and He always fills our expectation. You all know that I have said for years that God will fill whatever bag you give Him. And yes, you give Him a bag, you can count on Him filling it. And that is exactly what He has been doing for us, and Niagara was no different. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was incredible. Man, there are not words and adjectives adequate enough to tell you just how amazing it was. And so, like I said, I don't want you to miss anything that God is doing with us. And you need to be a part of everything that's happening with Fearless Girls, because I'm telling you, this is hard. This is a serious harvest season for Fearless Girls as well. And so you want to be a part of what God is doing. Yep, I'm a Jesus lover. That's who I am. That's how I roll. As the Fearless Girls leader, I will not steer you wrong. And I'm telling you that you want to be a part of what God is doing in this harvest season for Fearless Girls. You want to be a part of what God is doing in this harvest season for yourself. And I'm just really excited about this time and season that we are in. And so last week, we focused on, as we jumped into this harvest season, we focused on the idea that this is your season to yield. It is time for you to yield and increase. If you are in agreement with that, put a number 8 in the timeline. And I want that number 8 on purpose, because this is your season to yield. And I want you to put that number 8, because 8 is sort of signifies the idea of a new beginning. And I think it's great to have a new beginning in a harvest season. That's going to make a difference in your life. And so I'm just really, really looking forward to hearing the results of what is going to happen for you. But when we talked about this is your season to yield, we highlighted 3 things. We highlighted the first thing, that you have to be in proper position. Somebody put position in the timeline, because we have to be in place if we are going to experience the proper harvest. I don't want to be You all have heard me say this before. I don't want to be chopping down trees in the wrong forest. I want to be in the right forest at the right time in the right season, because I want maximum benefit. And that's why that number 8 is important, is because I want you to be in the right position, and I want you to be ready for new beginnings. And so we also talked about, and when we talk about being in a season where we're going to yield, we also talked about producing, and we discussed how there is always work that goes with harvesting. So we cannot be afraid of working. You cannot be afraid to work if you want to yield that maximum benefit. And one of the things that we talked about last week with that is, what should you be doing in this harvest season that is going to yield an increase for you? And that is why you got to make sure that you are in the right place at the right time. And then we talked about the procurement piece. We talked about procuring. And that is the actual act of obtaining. I don't want to just talk about harvesting. I want to obtain it. Anybody there with me? If you're there with me, put a number 1 in the timeline. I don't want you to be in a position where you just talk about harvesting. I want you to procure a harvest. And so harvest season should always be handled with special care. And we talked about how important that is. So you have to make sure that you are a good steward of what is coming your way. Yes, I'm in agreement with each and every one of you with those number 1s. Absolutely, absolutely. I love it. I love it. I love it. So this week for our harvest season nugget, let's talk about recompense. Let's talk about recompense. What is that $50 word? RECOMPENSE. So you got to spell it right. Recompense. So we're going to talk about recompense, because recompense is when amends are made for loss or harm that has been suffered. Recompense also means to be compensated, to be paid, or to be rewarded for your effort. And many of you know that recompense, that Hebrews 10:35 in the scriptures in the Bible is one of my favorite, all-time favorite scriptures. It says, "Cast not away therefore your confidence, which has great recompense of reward." And it is the scripture that I do my book signings with and everything. And I think it's the contemporary English version where it talks about keeping on being brave. And I want you to be brave, because when you stand strong and you don't cast away your confidence and you're brave enough to hold on to your hope, you can have an expectation to be compensated, to be paid, to be rewarded for your effort. Yes, thank you, Smiley, for putting that in the timeline. And so I just have 3 simple nuggets. We're going to keep this simple. In this harvest season, while we're talking about the idea of recompense, the first thing you got to do is you got to measure your responses. So when we talk about this, because like Hebrews 10:35, "Cast not away therefore your confidence, which has great recompense of reward." And so you have to measure how you respond. How do you generally respond? Measure your responses in the past, because in order to move into the best place possible for maximizing your harvest, you got to know how you typically respond. And if you're not responding properly, then you'll have yourself in a position where you won't respond right when the harvest shows up. You know, people talk themselves out of their harvest. People will talk themselves out of different things, and I don't want you to do that. And one of the reasons this is the idea of recompense is so important, because at the end of the day, some of us have kind of left some unclaimed harvests that still need to be collected. And I want you, if you're in agreement that you want to collect any unclaimed harvests, put a number 2 in the timeline for me, because I believe that there are some unclaimed harvests that still need to be collected. And I believe that it's not too late for you to collect it. Without a shadow of a doubt, I want you to be in a position where you are confident that you are going to get what's coming to you, and you get your unclaimed stuff. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. Your unclaimed harvest. So you first got to be in a position where you measure your response. When you know how to measure your responses, you can look at, kind of evaluate how you've handled things in the past, so that you can move into the best place possible. I believe that you are moving into the best place possible for you. So you got to measure your response, and then you got to make plans to increase. Make plans for your harvest to show up. Now listen, when I say make plans for it, one of the things that's important about making plans, you don't go out. So it's sort of, I'm not telling you to take, you know how you had back in the day, because I'm sure you don't do this today. You know how back in the day you spend your income tax before you ever got it. I'm not saying do that. I'm not telling you to do that. I am saying that you have to make plans for increase. How are you going to handle it? What are you going to do when your harvest begins to come in? Things don't just happen, they must be planned. And so I want you to make plans for it so that you can plan properly and you can be a good steward. Because if you don't plan it out and you're not very calculated in your planning, then what happens is you go all willy-nilly when the harvest comes in, and then you're trying to figure out where it all went. I don't want that to be you. That is not going to be you. So you got to measure your response. And you got to measure both your past and your current. You got to make plans for increase to happen. What are you going to do when the harvest begins to come in? And then I really, really need you, and you need to start doing this right now. I want you to start doing this right now. So before I give it to you, if you trust me and you're going to do everything that you can to follow these 3 nuggets, give me a number 3 in the timeline, because it's 3 nuggets. Yes, yes, give me 3. Give me 3. Give me 3. Things don't just happen. That's right. They must be planned. And so you're going to measure your response. You're going to make plans for increase. I see the number 3. Come on with it. Come on with it. All right. I'm seeing you. I'm seeing you with your number threes. I'm seeing you. I'm just giving you all a minute to put your number threes there. Very good. Because this one, I need you to start doing it immediately. Immediately. In this harvest season, you're going to measure your responses. You're going to make plans for increase, and you are going to meditate on winning. You are going to meditate on winning. Close your eyes wherever you are. Close your eyes. I know y'all giving me stuff in the timeline. It's all good, but I need you to close your eyes for just a moment. Close your eyes. Now, many of you know that I showed you a picture of the falls. I showed you a picture of the falls. I showed you a picture of the falls. So many of you saw that picture. Now open your eyes. Open your eyes. There is the picture of the falls again. There is that picture of the falls. So you meditated on it. You created that picture in your brain, and now you see it. Now, this is what I need you to do. I need you to trust the meditative process. Trust the meditative process. So if you can see it on the canvas of your imagination, you can draw the roadmap to get there. I need you to trust that meditating on winning is going to help you. It is going to help you, and I need you to be doing this on a regular basis. What does winning look like to you? So when I had you close your eyes and picture the falls, the same way you did that, I need you to close your eyes, and I need you to meditate on yourself winning. If you are a hairdresser, I need you to meditate on having clients so much that you have to hire a whole salon. If you are a realtor, I want you to meditate on having so many clients that you have to start your own real estate company. If you are a part of the government system, I want you to meditate on seeing yourself increasing where you become a SESer. If you're in the government, you know what that means. If you are in the medical field, I need you to see yourself increasing in ways that you never thought you could, be it a promotion into a different position, a manager. I want you to see yourself being the one that the people come to who are doing the work. You sit in your office and you make sure all of the administrative stuff is done. Whatever the case is for you, what does winning look like for you? I just gave you some different things just to tweak your creativity, because you have to be able to meditate on winning. What does it look like? Meditate on you getting a promotion wherever you are. Meditate on this thing that you are believing for so that you already know how to handle yourself when it arrives. That is a major part of this harvest season. And so when we talk about recompense, I want you to be in a position where you are compensated, paid, or rewarded for your effort. So, excuse me, that doesn't even include the favor of God to elevate you. It simply puts you in a position where you're working your faith on your level. But I want you to be in expectation for Ephesians 3:20 to happen for you, where God will do exceedingly abundantly above what you could ask or think. You know, I'm a Jesus lover. That's how I roll. So that's what we're doing. I want you to be able to see it. I want you to be able to see it in Jesus' name. So listen, before I go, I got a couple of things that I definitely need to talk to you about. We've got some announcements. I got some great announcements for you. I'm really, really excited. Cups and Coffee is right over a week away. A week from tomorrow, the third annual Cups and Coffee will be held, and I'm really, really excited about it. Saturday, October the 21st at 11 a.m. The cost is only $10, and I definitely want you to be in the building, 1550 Normandy Village Parkway. It is going to be an incredible time, and I don't want you to miss being a part of the third annual Cups and Coffee. So we have the Breastival also that is going to be a part. If you were on the Facebook page, or I think IG, not really sure, for Fearless Girls today, you saw some samples of some Breastival, some bras that were decorated. That's what the Breastival is. It's where first we are, we're honoring, commemorating, and in observance. I want to put all of those in there, yes, on purpose. Breast cancer awareness. And so many of us know people who have dealt with breast cancer. And I want to say that, not only are we doing that, but we're believing for all cancer to be squashed. But anyway, you'll be able to decorate. You and your team can decorate a bra. There'll be prizes for those who participate. There is no cost to register to be a part of the Breastival, but there is a cost to be a part of Cups and Coffee. And so it is also the kickoff for the 95 campaign, and I'm really, really excited about it. And thank you so much, the vet, for putting the link in the timeline. Really, really excited about our time together next Saturday, a week from tomorrow. Don't miss it. We've got some great things planned and scheduled, and it is going to be absolutely phenomenal. So I'm really, really excited about it. I'm also planning a passport class. If you do not have your passport, I am planning a passport class. It will be an online class. It's Saturday, October the 28th at 11 a.m. The cost for the class is $20. The cost for the class is $20. I believe the plan is for that to be on the website, on Fearless Girls website, and on Fearless Girls Facebook page before the weekend is over. So the cost is only $20. Now listen, the passport class is super important. Here is why. Here is my next announcement. 2024 is our international year. Yes, somebody put international year in the timeline. Put international year in the timeline. So let me just kind of give you all what that means. I'm looking at all of our sites. So let me tell you what that means. The next Fearless Girls getaway. Yes. Thank you so much for putting it in the timeline. It's 2024. It's our international year. That's right. And so the next Fearless Girls getaway will be in Cancun, Mexico. Yes. I'm so excited. It's going to be in Cancun, Mexico. So you got to get your passport ready. If you do not have a passport, you need to be a part of this class. It is going to be an opportunity for you to walk through getting your passport so that you can be a part of our international 2024 for Fearless Girls. So Cancun, Mexico, get your passport ready, January 26th through the 30th. Somebody put the dates in the timeline. January 26th through the 30th is going to be a most incredible getaway. We're kicking off the 2024 international year. That's right. So we're going to be in Cancun, Mexico, January 26th through the 30th, 2024. You better believe it. It is going to be incredible. And so while I'm at it, I might as well give you all the next hitter. Save the date. Next summer, we are going to Dubai for my pajama party. Yes, I should have had my music queued up for this. So we're going to Dubai. We're going to Dubai in July 2024. I'm not going to give you the dates today because I don't have them by me. But we're going to Dubai for the pajama party in 2024. Yes, it is 2024 is a milestone birthday for me. So we're going to go and we're going to do it up big in Dubai in July 2024. So I'm telling you, you got to get your passport ready. So you might as well be a part of the passport class if you don't have a passport. That's what I'm trying to say. If you do not have your passport, you definitely need your passport. So you need to be a part of the passport class on October the 28th. It will be put on Facebook. It will be on the website before the weekend is over. Yes, absolutely. We are going to Dubai. No, I'll say this. I've got some other surprises about Dubai that are forthcoming, but I'm not going to share those with you all right now. But we just know it's going to be a most amazing time. When I tell you it's going to be epic, it is going to be absolutely epic. I'm really, really excited. I'm really, really excited. Oh my God. When I tell you, you all are tickling me in this timeline. But listen, I'm really looking forward to you being a part of Cups and Coffee. Yes, passports ready. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I'm really, really looking forward to you all being a part of Cups and Coffee. Don't miss it. Don't miss Cups and Coffee. Do not miss Cups and Coffee. A week from tomorrow. A week from tomorrow. Don't miss it. So make sure you register. You can go to wearefearlessgirls.com and you can register there. And make sure that I see your face in the place next week. It's going to be an incredible time as we kick off the 95. You all know I love you all so much, and I'm so excited about where we're going. Somebody finally put in the timeline, my harvest season is now. My harvest season is now. And while you're doing that, come on, y'all know, girls with dreams, they become women with vision. I'll see you all next time. Bye.